Here's the original 13 colonies, but they didn't really look like this. They sort of looked like this, but really it was much more like this right here, right? The territories of each one of these 13 territories claimed much deeper into the United States, and they had a lot more settlers who were going out into these regions. The taxation without representation, as well as making laws in their input, was a big part of why they wanted to declare independence. Like this over here was taken away from the state of Virginia, as well as some of these other states, and given over to Quebec. You can see right here, province of Quebec, as this bit right here. They took away the land grants that were given to a lot of the people over there, including men like George Washington. Now, something like this looks a little bit better, but the thing is that the crown had given this land over here to Native Americans, but they didn't ask any of the people who were in the United States for their input about whether or not they were okay with not continuing on through, because this was what they were doing, right? These were settlers. They showed up to continue moving on west. Now, you can decide how you feel about the colonial aspect, but you have to think about how these people thought about it. These guys showed up, they're risking their lives and their livelihoods to try and establish a life for themselves. And they might have come over from across the sea, maybe their family did 100 plus years ago. They're trying to settle in this territory, and nobody in Britain had asked their permission or even asked for their input about how they felt about making that land no longer accessible. So you really have to consider those types of things. You're looking at the reason for why they rebel.